Yo, what is up there, guys? Dr. Phil Hot, and today I'm playing some Gears of War Judgment. After all this time of waiting, Gears of War Judgment is finally released. And this is some domination on streets, and this is my first game, by the way. And I have to say, that street is probably the map that I like the most out of all the beautiful maps that Epic Games gave to us. And also at the end you will see some gameplay of Overrun on Skyline. But basically what I want to talk about today is just my review on Gears of War Judgment. I'm going to be saying the negatives and the positives for Gears of War Judgment and what I'm disappointed in Gears of War Judgment. So let's start off with the negatives. Before going to the negatives, I just want to say that Gears of War Judgment overall, it's a pretty epic game. When you get used to it, it's a pretty awesome game. So the negatives. Negatives, there is sort of a lot of negatives to Gears of War Judgment. Well, not a lot, but there is some negatives to Gears of War Judgment. Like me, I'm a big Gears of War fan. I've been playing since the first one. And so some negatives are that it's trying to look like just another shooter game. Examples of trying to look like another shooter games is that press Y for changing weapons, same multiplayer game types, and so on and so forth. What made Gears of War not another shooter game? It's that everything was different about it. Like, for example, in Gears of War Judgment, for the class loadout, it's for your primary weapon, you have to choose between all the guns that's in Gears of War. Like, all the guns that you usually have in your loadout, and your secondary would be your pistol. But in previous Gears of War, for the loadout, it would be either a Lancer, Retro Lancer, or Hammerburst as your first slot. Your second slot would be either a Gnasher or a Sawed-Off, and then it would be a pistol. Then you would have the Smoke Grenade. What made it awesome is that you would pick up like the weapons on the ground. Like in Gears of War Judgment, you can pick up weapons, but it's not like as intense as like the previous Gears of War. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. There is no down but not out. They removed it from the game. So if you kill someone, they're dead. They won't go on the ground and they won't like bleed out. So when you kill him, he's dead. I find that really gay that they removed it from the game, because down but not out was actually a really good asset to Gears of War. But I know there's no other thing to say. It's stupid that they removed it, and I don't know if they're gonna put it back, but it's stupid that they removed it. And also another thing, it's that there is only 4 maps and 4 game types. The 4 maps are all good. Nothing bad to say about them. They're all balanced. Like I said, Street is my favorite map out of the 4 maps, and there's 4 game types. And the 4 game types are Team Deathmatch, Domination, Free For All, and Overrun. Overrun, great game type. I'm glad Epic Games created it. It's pretty awesome. But for Team Deathmatch, Free For All, and Domination, you're trying to make it look like another shooter game. Like I said before, you're just making it like another shooter game. What made Gears of War awesome, it's that all the game types are different from every other single game. Like examples from Gears of War 2, Guardian. I wish they would bring that in Gears of War Judgment. Capture the Leader in Gears of War 3, or Wingman. It's just all the game types were just different from every other single game. I bought the season pass, and I do not want to regret it, but I just wish they would bring old game types in Gears of War Judgment. And I also hope they make some maps. And I almost forgot to say that in multiplayer, it's not human versus locust. Right now in Gears of War Judgment, it's human versus human. Except if you play Overrun, it's human versus locust. And I find that really stupid, because in my first game, I got mixed up a lot of times because I kept shooting people and they wouldn't die, and I figured out they were on my team. Until I concluded that if you were blue, you were on one team, and if you were red, you were on the other team. So I just find that stupid. They got to bring back the locust. And now for the positives. The positives, if you get used to Gears of War Judgment, it's an epic game. But the customization is awesome in this game. And also they added this new thing called a prize box. What is a prize box? A prize box is something that you get when you get a specific ribbon. And inside this prize box, it could be anything. It could be gun camo, character camo, and it can be XP. And usually for me, I get it every second or third game. But you know, it could change like in higher rank. So if you notice, the gameplay has changed a lot from Gears of War 3 to Gears of War Judgment. The gameplay is faster, and also they added that you can, if you're at a high place, you can jump down and you won't die, and you can just like surprise someone. I find that pretty cool, but you know, sometimes it gets on my nerves, but it's not all the time. And in addition to that, you can basically jump over any barrier in the game. So, like, I'm not saying all the barriers, but 90% of the barriers in the game you can jump over. So, that's about it, guys. So, guys, and remember, please subscribe. And what do you think of Gears of War? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? And, well, see you next time. So, bye-bye.